Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dishonored Death of the Outsider. This is episode 4, where last time we completed the bank job, a very in-depth and open mission, allowing us to choose multiple pathways to get into that bank and to steal ourselves the contents of that specific vault, the Twin Dagger. And we now wield that blade. It's so cool. Some void magic, the blade that created the Outsider and the blade that can also undo the Outsider. We'll see how we end up using it. But after breaking in to the vault, retrieving the item, having a very good trial and error session on how we can actually complete contracts and make it through, we have made it to this location, because unfortunately Dowd has passed into the void, and we have given him a funeral pyre the size of the dreadful whale. So no more boat, we're moving on. So it now looks like we've got to investigate our map, listen to an audiograph, and then head on out to the next mission, because we're going to the Royal Conservatory. So we're revisiting a previous location from Dishonored 2. Let's read a smile and a whisper. Sleeping in abandoned houses and sharing beds with rats and lice brings back bad memories, that's for sure. I keep the rat charm near when I try to rest now. I hold it in my living hand, but she only came once. She only came last night. She smiled, that teasing smile that wrinkled her nose, that smile that always told me she had a secret to share. When she learned to whisper in my ear again, I held my breath to hear, and I heard her, this time clear and sweet. She said my name, Billy Lurk. Soft on her tongue like it always was. My old self. My new self, too. I woke up with a start aching all over, her charm of hair and bone clutched to my chest. I don't know what any of that meant. I don't know what she wants from me. But I know all I'll find in the void is more secrets. And the Lonely Rat Boy and Other Tales, Chapter 4. Blood wept from the wound in his palm. Soon, blood welled in his eyes and rolled down his face in long, staining tears. His white rat lay curled in his marked hand, protected by the boy's strange magic. He staggered through the streets of Dunwall. The world recoiled at the sight, fearful of the plague that gripped his body. There was only one place left for him. Soon he found the shrine that had brought him these powers. It lay inert, even as the boy fell to his knees before it. He had hoped to see the Outsider again, but the young man did not appear. The boy looked up from the gutter and felt the void reach out for him. The ones who hurt him were dead. He smiled for this, for the only one who had taken pity on him in his short years. He laid down on the cold stones before the shrine. Thank you. A pained whisper to the night air. He had lived his final days unafraid. Life fled the boy, and his smile slackened into a dull stare. His little white rat slipped from his hand and lapped the blood from his cheek. Cool. God, that's great writing to describe death. Like his life fled, and then his smile slackened into a dull stare. I love a good writing description like that. We've got our collection of void paintings. We have that thing. That's great. That little guy there. There's our painting that is not like glitching with the void. No more tobacco. No more liquor. No more listening to Dowd muttering in his sleep. I held the rat charm, hoping to see Deirdre's face again, but now I hope last night was the last time. When she came to me, she smiled, and I knew she had something to share again. First, she kissed my lifeless eye, and then held up what she'd been hiding behind her back. It was Dowd's hand, cut off at the wrist and all carved up with the Outsider's mark. I watched as she bent her head and kissed its cold flesh too, all the while whispering that language I only heard in the void, and then she dropped the dead hand, and it sank into the black and disappeared. Did the Outsider show me this? Is he using Deirdre's face, her hands, her hair? Things I'd never share, things I keep close to my heart? If that's true, I don't know why. I don't know what it means for the old man. I don't think he's found any rest, even now.
I'll finish what you started, Dowd.
I like the detail that instead of the diary pages being crumpled up on the floor for us to read, like tossed away, they're actually proper diary pages now for us to read. Alright, let's have a look. Let's listen to the autograph.
For years, we planned jobs just like the bank. Watching houses from rooftops, stealing keys, bribing servants, sharpening our blades as we waited for the right moment. You were proud of what we could do. I knew that much. I never told you about my time in Karnaka. How I came to Dunwall. How the outsider marked me. And made me the man I was. As I look out on the water for the last time, I know none of that matters. Who I thought I was will end with me. All that will be left of me is your memories. You were the best I ever taught. Your betrayal was expected. For the lives we led then, you had no choice but to turn against me. But now, I find myself counting on you again. You have what you need. You will find out what to do. It's time, Billy. Kill the outsider. Remove this terrible power from the world. For everything we did, and everything it did to us. I could have died 100 bloody ways. But in the end, here I am, on your ship, sipping your last good whiskey. That's not so bad. Thank you, Billy. And farewell.
Such a Michael Madsen type of line as well. Incredible. So Dowd gets to have a peaceful end. Does he feel that he earned it after his life? It's very interesting that we had him in the story in this way and actually got to resolve his storyline.
Only the outsider knows how long the Eyeless have kept their hideout a secret. I'll find out where it is.
It's the Shinderi Peak North Face, I would say. Blind Sisters search Royal Conservatory. In an exceptional turn of events, the Abbey of the Everyman has deemed it necessary to dispatch members of the Oracular Order to investigate the Royal Conservatory. Readers will remember the sudden closure of the Royal Conservatory last year, with representatives citing an infestation of mites. This did not explain, however, the presence of the Grand Guard at all hours, nor the strange women spotted in and around the building. As the Abbey sends its most secretive members to the site, we may only conclude that some event of great concern has occurred there. The Blind Sisters, as they are known, were seen early this morning, entering the Royal Conservatory with a contingent of overseers. When approached for comment, the Sisters of the Oracular Order did not respond, and your humble journalist was forcibly encouraged to leave the area. Large bonfires have since been kindled in the streets, and it's believed that portions of the Royal Conservatory's once impressive collection have already been burned. In the interests of safety, Syria Gardens District has been placed under lockdown on the authority of the Abbey of the Everyman, and residents are reminded to comply with all overseer orders.
Even the Oracular Order is here. That's strange. They almost never leave their chapels.
Well, corpses of the Oracular Order were directly associated with rituals there.
Months ago, the conservatory closed with barely a warning. The Abbey is only just finding out what black magic was being practiced inside.
Page from Dolores's journal. 10th day, month of Timber. Before I can seize my immortality, I must deal with the mess Cienfuegos created. Outsider, take that traitor. The cult can never know that he stole the documents they entrusted to me. We read that already. So we read that when it was in the vault thing, so it gives it to you again just in case you missed it. Eleuterio Cienfuegos, glimpsing the beyond. Pharmacist, painter, and Upper Syria district resident is the Eleuterio Cienfuegos is the spotlight of the Carambola Gallery's latest showcase of Karnakan artists. Self-taught in a studio he maintains above his pharmacy, Cienfuegos shows an adept's hand at color, form, and technique. Yet the most intriguing thing about this show is the artist's subject. The most striking of his paintings are a series which Cienfuegos has titled Impressions of the Void. Rough landscapes of blackened stone are juxtaposed with dreamlike figures. They are drawn in long brushstrokes, at once angular and full of grace, and the viewer can't help but be absorbed by the scene. In an artist's statement, Cienfuegos spoke about his unusual subject matter. The void is a constant presence in our lives, yet we know nothing about it. It remains a place of dreams and memories. In my work, I've tried to illuminate some small portion of this eternal mystery. Carambola Gallery is supported through a generous donation by Dolores Michaels, director of Michaels Deposit and Loan. Interesting.
Some minds get fixed on one thing and never find a way out. Cienfuegos wanted to see the void. Well, maybe he's seen it now.
The missing pharmacist found dead. The horrifying find of a bloodless body in the alley off Jaconda Street has the Grand Guard on high alert. The victim was Eleuterio Cienfuegos, a respected pharmacist whose family business has been a part of the Upper Syria district community for over 50 years. His body was exsanguinated at another location and dumped in the alley. So I believe we've also read this as well. So that's also given to us a second time. Okay, so we're right outside. Very nice. So we have our map. We have the Syria Gardens and the conservatory entrance.
The information I need could be in the archives down in the conservatory basement, or in the curator's office. It'll be full of Abbey zealots either way.
Luggage. Oh, I guess that's our ability to leave when we're done.
Fine day's work, brother. We need only record the heretical text we burned today, and our task is complete. Now, where's that ledger?
Here, on the bench. But don't worry. I already noted all of the burned books. We should see if Sister Rosewood needs a hand, though. She discovered
There's
some
nothing I
troubling
can save
items
from
in
that
the
fire.
curator's office.
It's all ashes.
What now?
I need
Another
to check that ledger and see if what I
blasphemous
want is still
More
here.
bizarre cures for impotence? I tell you, I've seen enough take one mandrake root recipes to last a lifetime.
No, this was different. Sister Rosewind saw the archive's hiding place in a vision. She seemed deeply disturbed by what was in it, from what Brother Diaz told me. He heard her whisper, this could destroy the Abbey.
What? Stop this talk. It is nearing blasphemy.
Okay. Bit of daytime stealth for you. Couldn't wait until nighttime. Some blood amber in that pile. Flammable liquor. How do I want to get to this ledger in broad daylight where everyone has really amazing visuals? Probably have to try and knock them out. But I'll need to pick my moments. I might try and take out the people up here first.
Dead thoughts, dead flesh, dry and cracked and withered, bite at the binding, making spill out, wormless food. Make nests in the walls, make babies cry for food, full ones, little ones.
Both currently looking away. Hey. They're probably not currently looking away anymore.
What the? Into the road for you!
Well, that's a problem, isn't it?
I'll stand against the faithless. No way!
No way!
I'll cure the world from the likes of you! Christmas, where did you... Wait! Come at me then! The strictest guide my hand! Stop! Die, creature of the void! Shame on you! Over your corpse, blasphemer!
Come on, guys, give me a nice hit that I can...
Here you are. Let him go!
Hit him.
He's here!
Stealth in broad daylight, dude. It's a little bit unfortunate. It's a good thing that it doesn't bring in everybody over there, but that was not good. It's like, I could try and warp past him, but it's going to be too late, and then I'm going to get seen going back anyway. Take this opportunity to go to the black market before we circle back around and to grab them. We do have silent sprinting, which is good though. At least be like, get out of here.
Coming in from the restricted area. You must need supplies.
Alright, we got some contracts. We have Alvaro and the Abbey. I have good reason to believe that the Abbey of the Everyman is committing unspeakable crimes within the Royal Conservatory. If you're as fond of them as I am, kill every last blind sister and overseer, except for Brother Cardoza. Leave him in one of his musical chairs, and I'll deal with him myself. Now, there's an interesting statement in regards to these contracts, because there's obviously the non-lethal and lethal ones, and Billy Lurk has a colored past in regards to doing not so great things, but I think that there's been enough character development for Billy Lurk where you could really slip back into lethal, or have her trying to be a better person and not killing people. I think her character is really great for a lethal and non-lethal choice, because with Corvo and with Emily, you're like not pushed, but it feels better and right to be on the more non-lethal side with maybe some kills, but with Billy Lurk, you can kind of go either way, and it doesn't feel like it's wrong, in the sense that it doesn't feel like you're acting out of character almost. Like you could toe that line way more, which makes sense. So it's all bone charms in this one. So Pilfer the Prophecy. Sister Rosewind keeps a detailed record of her prophetic visions. Rumor has it she knows every secret in the Isles. Murder, treason, love affairs. That kind of information could turn me into a very powerful lady. I'll give all my bone charms to whoever manages to infiltrate the Royal Conservatory and steal that book. So we'll do that. A risky wager. I abandoned my apartment last night because of the Abbey's wretched quarantine. In my haste, I left a precious relic behind, but I doubt anyone has seized it, considering how well protected it is. In fact, I'm offering good coin to anyone who is clever enough to bypass the defenses and live to tell the tale. Nice. So we've got a couple to grab. I should have read these. I forgot that we updated the travel log, because the book wasn't on the table in front of us like it usually is. The twin-bladed knife. Dowd is dead. I'm all that's left of him. Me and this knife I can't let go. Dolores Michaels' bank was a puzzle box of miserable secrets, and right at the center was the reason for it all. A woman tout to breaking the knife she'd tried to hide. A woman tout to breaking and the knife she'd tried to hide. The outsider handed the knife to me himself. He wants to know what I'm going to do with it. He'll find out soon enough. Why does this thing have two blades? Nothing ever gets stuck between them. None of this void shit ever makes any sense. Why does this thing have two blades? Well, it's very interesting, because one was responsible for the outsider's being who he is, right? So if there's a situation where it can also be the thing that can make him, but also unmake him, it's probably tied to the fact that it's a twin blade. It is a double-edged sword. So we'll see how that actually plays out, because I assume that there'll most likely be a lethal, non-lethal type of ending, and maybe also a choice that can be made at the end. So we'll see. Alone again. I buried Dowd's body today. When I left the Whalers, the rat plague was still piling corpses in the street. There wasn't anyone alive in those months who didn't learn grief. Even Dowd nearly lost himself to it then. But I can't lose myself. Not now. Not again. When Deirdre died, who I was or what I'd done died too. No one else saw me like she did, and no one until I met Dowd. And he gave me purpose again. When I left Dunwall, I let it heal over with lies, but my time back with Dowd reopened that wound. All I can hope now is that I helped him in his final days, just like he helped me. Stolen secrets at the bank. I learned more about the pharmacist Cienfuegos. He was an eyeless and an artist too. He painted the void and was close to finding out how the cult leaders reached that place. He stole documents from Dolores Michaels and sent them to the Royal Conservatory. I need to find them so I can see what he saw. His paintings are quiet, if a painting can be quiet. Quiet but unsettled. He wanted to know everything, uncover every secret. He was searching, just like me, and he was killed for it. Broken Coven. The last time I was in Syria Gardens, the Royal Conservatory had become a nest for the same coven of witches I'd worked with in Dunwall years ago. The curator, Brianna Ashworth, and a group of women were living there, performing odd rituals with bones and glass. Now the Abbey of the Everyman and their witch hunters have taken it over and are gutting the place of all traces of black magic. If I'm lucky, the documents I need haven't been burned yet. When the outsider is gone and the overseers can't use him to prey on people's fears, I'll be there, laughing as the Abbey falls to pieces. That is an amazing thing as well, because there's this like religious rhetoric of like, imagine if you could confirm that you had killed Satan and now there is no threat of hell. What does that do to Christianity? To the fear of sinning? Alright, the black market. Let us buy some things. We've got good coin.
You look like you drive a hard bargain.
If an enemy is vulnerable, Void
I'll
Strike...
be on my guard.
Void Strike will render them unconscious. The fact that vulnerable is an interesting one. So I think if, like, when you knock them down to the ground with Void Strike, if you hit them again, that could then make them go unconscious. I like that one.
It's all yours. Enjoy.
We'll have to see if that actually works. While using Semblance, killing an unaware target
Customers coming in from that district anymore.
increases void energy, which we will not use.
Quarantine is lifted soon.
You're a yapping, honey. I'm trying to talk. Movement speed is reduced while using Semblance. Well, we're not going to use it, but fuck it. We've got enough coin. I'll just buy it.
With you.
Your movement is not slowed when your weapons are unsheathed. Hell yeah. And Smuggler's Passageway, sure thing. Okay. Now, upgrades.
Someone looks armed and dangerous.
Yes, indeed.
As soon as I save
Shh. Try to talk.
enough coin, I'm retiring to Calero. A peaceful old age of brandy and cigars. That's what I want.
Nice. Is this the most chatty black market vendor? I think so. Okay, so I'll grab those upgrades. We may as well do this. I don't know what else we'll end up needing to really spend our money on. We'll increase the range of hook mines. Is grenade storage also for the non-lethal grenades as well, though? Ooh, it is. Nice. It is. Grab another 2.
Be careful out there.
Yeah, no worries. So 2 out of the 3 contracts will do. So we're stealing a book, and we're getting a specific item if we can bypass the defenses. Okay.
The streets are closed on Abbey orders.
So it was made to evacuate, so we'll have to look away from the Royal Conservatory.
Nothing more than objects worn and bleeding. Bones of dead things thrown into the dirt.
So when that guy turns away, I'll need to grab him. Well, actually, it might be a good chance to grab this guy now. And then if I'm quick...
Hey!
Wait, no. Okay, thank you. Oh my god. I bumped right into him. But yes, that's what I wanted to do. And now we got these guys up here. Accounting of heretical items from the Royal Conservatory. This is the complete listing of heretical items that have been submitted to thorough examination during the month of Rain, 1850 1852. Still under investigation. So I think I guess we're in 1852. I need to remember that old diary that we read. What did it say? 1845, I think? Still under investigation. Curator's office papers, silvergraphs, notes, letters. Note, the location of these new documents was revealed to the Oracular Order in a vision. The archive has been confiscated by Sister Rosewin. She will personally examine it for potential heretical properties and communicate her findings directly to roving Vice Overseer Cardoza. Heretical contraption, lenses, desecrated caskets, wires, devices. It will be dismantled and sent to the Abbey once the examination is complete. We have burned or shipped to the Abbey 43 crates of books of arcane recipes, heretical studies, spells, ritual instructions, blasphemous stories. 17 crates of unknown potions, salves, herbs, and roots to the Abbey. 10 crates of human hair, animal bones, and body parts burned, embroidered with heretical shawls that are embroidered with heretical sigils burned, and a wooden altar, carved, wax-coated, and well-used, burned. A child's doll, husk body, wizened apple face stuck with pins, burned. What happens when you burn a voodoo doll? Probably not very relaxing, is it? If it's still, like, got that magical energy. 34 runes and amulets shipped to the Abbey. 7 notebooks and personal diaries shipped to the Abbey. 2 scrying glasses burned. A crate with various devices for self-gratification burned. Burn those damn sex toys, dude. None of that. 3 sets of children's teeth and fingernails burned, an ash tree cut out at the root from the conservatory terrace burned, and 4 crates, candles, incense, bells, and assorted ritual items burned.
Sister Rosewin is keeping documents in the curator's office. I need to find them.
Hello? Whoa!
I don't even know.
Oh, dude. Wow. Wow.
Isn't she the woman on the posters?
The way that he turned was it felt very quick to me. It felt so quick. Like he'd only just gotten into that spot and then he turned around, sadly. Guys, no, okay, well that's on you, mate. I'm trying to
Miscreant.
You do realize that I'm trying to walk away from you so you don't kill your friends. Right, well, they're all asleep. How many healing items do I have? I have 3 because I have been attacked. And I'm innocent, I say. I'm innocent. I'm gonna go back in here and buy some healing elixirs. Yeah, I was torn there. When I saw those 2, I was like, I might go for the one that's further away. Because that guy has just settled into a position. He wouldn't turn and face me.
Take a look around.
And then he turned and faced me. Almost immediately, I might add.
Come back next time you need something.
I used the rest of my cash on that. So we'll probably pick up enough cash in our searches. Now, I can go around this place, so I'm thinking... There you go, there's an open building. We obviously want to figure out this dude's evacuation story, so he'd be located... He would be located somewhere nearby.
Yes, watch for the smell. Watch for smell fat and blood and burning.
Okay, so he's just setting off a few grenades. Oh, I hit that one. Did I? Damn. He's got so many of them. Bro is set up in here, that's for sure. This guy died. A few people failed here. A painting that looks like it's been removed. Oh, wait a sec. I know this exact building. I know this exact room. Wow. Because this, yeah, all of this shit. This used to be a Bloodfly Husk room, and I came in here as Emily, and I believe there was a painting there for us to grab, but there was a guy in here. I remember this exact room in the Royal Conservatory level. Amazing. So I guess we want to be... up there. I don't remember ever having access to this area though. Maybe this was previously inaccessible. Look at all of these. Oh my god. I mean, there's nothing to be gained by doing it, but it's just like there's so many wires to cut, you just want to cut them all. Very interesting. Okay, so... safe. A strange relic. Corrupt Bone Charm, Void Gambler, which does remind me, I need to change these. Wolfhound's got smell is good. Displace is okay. I'll take that off. And displacement is fine. Okay, so we want to get Fleet Fighter, so my movement speed is not held down. So Void Gambler has major chance that power use will consume no void energy, but significant chance that power use will drain additional void energy. Yeah, no thank you. Alright, we got the relic, so that is done and dusted. Now we can get into the Royal Conservatory. Smuggler's sighting. Brothers, by order of the roving vice overseer, patrols for the Syria Gardens will be doubled until further notice. Sacrilegious smugglers disregard our quarantine notices and sneak inside the district to pilfer heretical goods. As the stricture says, roving feet love to trespass. We must not allow such profane materials to leave the area. Be vigilant. Bring these intruders to justice, Brother Vidal. Nice. A new mission clue. Several witches being held prisoner in the basement. One of them was killed in the courtyard after trying to escape through a vent. Where am I seeing that? Just like straight up in front of me? Oh, okay. Nice. So, do I free the witches held in the basement, you know? Through a secret little vent. We have a bit of an entrance down here in the bottom. So we could do the opposite of the bank job. We can go in from the bottom instead of from the top.
Sick nemesis, death in their minds. Peasant streets ensues all fear us. Bite, 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 bite.
Nice. Getting in. Bottom floor.
And then the tears. They were scrambling to testify against one another by the end. They hoped betraying their sisters would compel us to mercy, but they were all found guilty, naturally. We could barely hear the sentencing over their wails.
I am sorry to have missed it.
One spat in Brother Cardoza's face and said she would never confess.
Did she?
What do we got? 4? Interrogation room key.
No. We cut out her tongue.
He's on to me very quick.
The echoes of lies and the voice of the outside.
But silent running is a blessing. Oh shit. Came right to me. Letters of Brother Russo. Dear brother, hope all is well with you. How does my garden fare? Are the potatoes sprouting yet? I wish I was there to see it and not in this den of heretical horror. I understand how important our work at the conservatory is, but I fear I shall never feel clean again after dealing with the remnants of Delilah's coven. Brothers, you cannot imagine how far from the strictures these creatures have fallen. They have abandoned their humanity to wallow in wanton flesh like animals and to worship the outsider with twisted, profane rituals. To read their writings is to blush with shame for such degraded beings, and for what? A fleeting taste of mortal power? Incomprehensible. I can't wait to put their filth behind me and return home to the good, clean earth and bright sunshine of our quiet lives together. Faithfully yours, brother Hippolito. Sweet dreams. Okay. So they are sleepy. The trial of Lavina Riccio, excerpt from court proceedings. Her heresy, practice of black magic, killing, murder, and guilty of all charges. Reformation with musical therapy and then execution. Give them musical therapy and then execute them. Through enhanced interrogation techniques, we extracted a confession signed by the prisoner on the evening of the 7th month of High Cold, 1851. The prisoner did acquire the blood and seed of her former lover, a dock worker by the name of William Carter, known in Karnaca as Barrel Bill. This she mixed with other noxious liquids and fed to a large hound which she named Sugar Boy, admitted to be a malicious spirit of the void with which she consorted. Within 3 days, William Carter experienced a range of symptoms, including fevers, insomnia, sexual dysfunction, and death. The prisoner confessed that this was the intended outcome of a pact with Sugar Boy, which she performed at the behest of the outsider. Guilty, prisoner will be subject to experimental music therapy to cure her of magical taint. If she survives the process, then she will be put to death for murder as an honest congregant. How crazy is that? Where it's like, that's like that backwards level of thinking of like the witch drownings. I'm like, if she survives the drowning, she is a witch, and then we kill her and we burn her. And if she drowns, oops, better safe than sorry mentality. It's crazy. Trial of Nonghui Chao. Heresy, repellent to sacred items and or words. Guilty, musical therapy. When asked to recite the 7 strictures aloud, the prisoner choked and gagged on the words and could not finish the lying tongue even when prompted. The prisoner then violently convulsed and a deluge of blasphemies fell from her mouth until she was forcibly silenced. Subsequent attempts to rouse the prisoner to repeat the words known to every honest man or woman in the Isles were unsuccessful. Precedent indicates that she is therefore guilty of this heresy, and that her inability to speak the words of the strictures is her body rejecting their truths, which are repugnant to the outsider and his agents. The above was witnessed by the 2 overseers present during her interrogation, and they have signed statements attesting to the accuracy of the account. Guilty. Prisoner will be subject to experimental music therapy to open her mind to the wisdom of the 7 strictures. Normal behavior. Trial of Patricia Dishkova. Heresy, consortia with unclean creatures. Guilty. A woman also captured in the Royal Conservatory confessed to witnessing the prisoner suckling a rat at her breast as if it were an infant. Transcribed by Overseer Benson, the testimony. It was a haggard thing, all skin and bones. Patricia gathered it up in her arms and held it to her until it stopped wriggling. She had no milk, but the rat gnawed at her until there was a flow of blood, and then it sucked like a baby while she cradled it and cooed. She did this once every few days until it grew fat. The wound it made went bad, and she fell down feverish for many days. We took care of her. She said she walked with the outsider in her sickness. Prisoner, statement to the court, he cried so pitiful, and oh, the poor thing was starved. Guilty. Prisoner will be subject to experimental music therapy to restore an appropriate distaste to vermin. Trial of Constance Bow. Heresy, possession of profane artifacts. Inventory of items confiscated from prisoner after capture in the Royal Conservatory, submitted as evidence of witchcraft. 1 sharpened piece of bone, possibly human. 3 rat tails severed. 5 pieces of braided hair, 2 singed as if by flame. 1 hand mirror broken. 1 waxwork doll, fashioned to look like the former grand inventor, burned on sight. Silvergraph of the offending item has been filed. Item had been stuck with several hairpins in the neck, head, and groin. Another voodoo doll. 6 pieces of whalebone inscribed with lewd images. 1 pair of testicles, dried and strung together, found tied around the prisoner's neck. When asked the origin, the prisoner stated that they were your own. Guilty. Prisoner will be subject to experimental music therapy to remove her willful nature and attraction to black magic. These are crazy documents to read. Okay. We have more overseers in here as well.
No way this is a cure.
So, do we free these witches? Turtle. Big old tortoise. Let's see.
Another dead witch. What happened this time?
Brother Cardoza says they keep dying during therapy. He says there's a heretical organ inside them that turns the healing power of music into pain. Their corrupted bodies reject the cleansing.
By the strictures. Imagine being so impure, so enthralled to the abyss that you can't survive the sacred music. Those poor, lost creatures.
Don't waste your pity on them, brother. They chose to serve the outsider. They chose their profane ways. They deserve to die.
Musical chairs in the basement of the conservatory are currently being used by the overseers to cure the witches of heresy, causing them unbearable pain. What if we put them in the chairs instead? Okay, so there's 3 of them. They're very closely put together.
What was
Probably
that?
Nothing, but
I'll be right back.
You see how that was...
Be careful.
The pathway was like, that'll go over there, and then it fucking smashes in midair because it kind of hits this archway.
Anybody?
Bloody hell,
Don't make me
mate.
search the whole place.
Alright, well, I'll use the hag pearl instead. Come on, bro. Okay, they didn't care about the hag pearl at all. It was right in front of that dude's face, too. Alright, fuck it. Do a couple of hook mines. Maybe I should have done an electrical bolt on another one, but that's fine. So I can, because I can salvage them. And I can make more with 3.
Good evening, my dear. Ready for your treatment? Now, no tears. You know how important these sessions are for finding a cure. Tonight, I'm going to play the music in short intervals, and then ask you a few simple questions. That's easy enough, isn't it? Shh, relax. Let me adjust the straps a bit so you can turn your head. I know these chairs aren't the most comfortable, but... well... let's get started.
I remember these back in Dunwall. When it played, it was like knives sliding over your skin.
There. Now tell me, where does it hurt when I play the music? Behind your eyes? In your stomach? Come now. You won't answer a simple question? I want to make your pain end, can't you see that? But you have to help me. Fine. If you won't describe your pain, tell me how you started on this path of corruption. When did you first notice the outsider's corrosive touch? What blasphemies did he whisper to you in the darkness of your heart? What does his corruption feel like as it seeps through you, staining your mind and dragging you down into filth and heresy? Ah, very well. Let's try it again, shall we? For a little longer this time.
No, 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 no!
How do I turn it on and for these buddies? Give them some unconscious dreams of it. Let's just pretend that we did. Oh yeah, I forgot to grab that blood amber in the outside. That's right, maybe I'll remember to grab it on the way out. We'll see. Alright, so that's a way up. So we can see about rescuing this witch as well.
Kill them first. Kill them for the pieces of me they tore away. If they turn their eyes on me again, I am dead. Will they find me? They can see everything, even inside my mind. But not if they're all dead.
Stay here while I take care of them, and it's alright, you can finally leave this place. Ooh. Should be able to leave through the sewers here. She could go out that way, or is she going to try and leave through the main house? That's the thing, because I'm like, could leave through my entrance, but I don't know if that's going to happen.
Stay here while I take care of them.
I can wait. I can. Wait. I can't. I can't wait. Please kill them all. Where are my sisters? They've all gone to the void without me.
Yeah, not sure how she'll run away. That's the thing. If she'll go, like, the way I came, or through the main place. Musical healing manual. Preparation. Secure heretics in the chair with supplied leather straps. Patients will employ desperate measures to escape the healing music. The lying tongue will implore your pity, twisting like a sermon in your gentle heart. Silence, please, with a soft cloth as needed. Session. Their wanton flesh will beckon to you as it writhes. Half-lidded eyes will promise release for release, a carnal exchange of flesh for freedom. Resist, brothers. Harden your thoughts and turn away. The ancient music is the only cure for these lost creatures. The redemption is your only duty. Despite our best endeavors, many creatures cannot be saved. Their corruption runs too deep to mend. Our task then is to dispose of their wasted flesh left, transport bodies to the morgue on the second floor and cleanse them, remove the stains of heresy, and help them find purity in death. Do we test and see if she'll run the way that we came or not? Yeah, let me save.
What do we do? Will they find me? They can see everything, even inside my mind. But not if they're all dead.
It's all right. You can finally leave this place.
Leaving? I'm leaving. Hear this. Search on top of the painting on the left. You'll find the key to the locked door. No, I can't. I can't. Don't make me.
She is going this way. Oh no, wait, I haven't gone this way. I don't know where this is. Okay, that is outside. Good. Okay, good. Okay, she's gonna stay down here. She's good. Nice. Okay, search the painting to the left, which is probably that big one. Find the key. Up here? Like, she talking about, like, big painting to the left? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Perhaps a different painting. Okay, the Royal Conservatory. We have Ashworth's office. Number 1, of course. Okay, we can take the elevator right up there. Do we want to take the staircase and roam on through? So bright in here, so many big lights. Oh, one that I forgot to mark. Didn't see him.
Encountered one of our blind sisters before, Brother Cirillo? It is very rare indeed for them to journey beyond their path.
You have something I need. Provoke the Abbey. Brothers and sisters pretend to be a sister. Oh, that's crazy. That's an interesting distraction.
If I may ask.
Everybody asleep. Yeah. Sleepy time for everyone. Ow! Oh my god. Jesus. Oh, hello.
Hey, you! Stop! Come here!
Oh my
Let him
god.
go!
No, just hold on a sec. I thought I marked everyone in here. Alright. Wow.
I smell heresy.
I was not expecting the glass, because we've shattered glass before, and I don't think it's had that impact. Holy shit. Unless that was, I think maybe when I hit it, it might have activated the, did it activate the spring razor? So I got like, yeah, oh my god, fucking stupid. I hit the spring razor, and it activated. I was like, I swear that I've never taken glass damage before. Well, we killed him because the spring razor triggered. Yo, that's unfortunate, isn't it? Was it worth it for those things? No, it was not. Absolutely was not. There is a bone shell nearby. I can hear it. It is above us. Risky business. That's one way to get him in here. And you too, I'm afraid. Now, I'm gonna take off this bone charm that's the leaving behind an alternate Billy. And I'm gonna do lasting strike for vulnerable or near death for the void strike. So it's what we gotta do is we gotta try this and see how this works. Anyone around here? I'm being risky and not scanning ahead for you. I hear footsteps. Alright, I want to try this strike thing. How many people we got around here? Oh, it's pretty empty out here. Okay. Big old courtyard. I like that we're able to see a lot more of this conservatory. I think it's just this guy. Alright. Which means I'm going to try out this void strike thing.
What? By the strictures!
Okay, I don't think being on the ground makes him vulnerable, because I tried to do it while he was on the ground and it didn't render him unconscious. Like, so it must be a different level of vulnerability, perhaps.
Fire has to keep us away, but burn yourself. All light, tough flesh, tough burning flesh.
On top of the big boy. There's bodies in here of witches. Of course you are. Note on the sealed door. We've been unable to break into the room into which the last witches retreated when they realized their defiance was in vain. The heretics were dispatched with our pistols, but the door has been blocked. There are most likely some profane artifacts remaining inside. We need access to this room in order to cleanse it of black magic. Take care to keep the last witch in the basement alive. She must know a way extracted from her. Ah, the painting. Okay, so she told us about the painting. This is a painting.
Hello?
So, that's also great, isn't it? I don't know why I did that.
You aren't going anywhere.
Not sure why I did that, to be honest with you. I was like, maybe I'll hit it down, and then not thinking about the repercussions of sound. Okay, let's...
You and me.
Come outside.
Die. Shame on you.
Where are those footsteps? Oh, what the hell? You're just running on the spot?
For the Abbey.
Yeah. Alright, you know what?
Let him go.
I'm tired of blocking your sword strikes with parries. I will void strike you into another dimension. Oh, it's interesting to look at this level of the floor and they've like covered it. Wow, okay. A very interesting change. We'll shut that for now. I'll come back that way. Okay, so top left of painting is a key. Selected sayings of the Overseer. Let not the eyes linger upon pretty things, better to pluck them out than to rest them long on temptations. I remember that we're reading this book in the past. We've definitely read the Temptations of the Overseer. We do not need to concern ourselves with that. We are looking for painting. We're looking for key. Who's typing?
Someone there. What the? Stop!
Such a funny move. The Acrobat. Climbing speed is slightly faster. Someone's having a nice little click-clack. It's all happening so close to me. We're trying to avoid another 3-hour episode, so I'm trying to put some pep in my step. There's definitely some pep in my step and a lot of grabbing people and throwing them away. Here's a big painting. So many paintings. We will find the correct one. A typewriter man, he might be... Sounds like he's up here. There's a lot of them click-clacking. Alright, they're all studying. They do get up at some point. This will be... I'll have to get up there a different way, perhaps. Oh, it is... The key is there. It was on the, yeah. It was on that bloody... That was the painting. Okay. Blast resistant. Less damage from explosions. He had food but could not last. Thought there'd be something like this. I say goodbye. My name is Catriona Bell. I was born in Baleton to a mother I never knew. Spent my youth sweeping floors in a factory. When I left for Karnaca, only found more misery, dust, and death. Here with Brianna, I danced naked with bloodflies and kissed the raw, wet bones of the people who slighted me. Then it all vanished, and the overseers came. I'll die in this room, but I'm with my sisters, who love me as much as I love them. I will meet them again in the void. Ooh, the oracular sisters are hanging around near that contraption. Seems that there's two of them. That's Pilfer the Prophecies. Alright, that's over there. Whoa. Gotcha, buddy. Why did this game get so loud all of a sudden? This game feels so much louder. Oh, I guess that dude was stood here. I thought he was inside there. That's why I thought it was weird when he, like, ran to me so quick. Kind of caught me off guard. So we'll have to get the key to that place, which may be held by one of the oracular sisters. Now, up here... Oops. Up here. Go for the prophecies, so... Okay. There's an oracular sister here too. She's now going sleepy. Sister Rosewind keeps a detailed record of her prophetic visions. Rumor has it she knows every secret in the Isles, blah, blah, blah. Oh. Oh. Ha ha ha. That is someone who has tried and failed. So if you can get the contract from here. Oh, that's funny. You get the contract from this person, but that's not the actual thing that I'm trying to steal, which is pretty funny. Whoa, Jesus Christ. That was so loud. Jump scare. Alright, walking over those elevator things was painful. Died and failed in the elevator. Aha, I found the room with the typewriting overseers.
Disgraceful. The roots of heresy run rampant and deep here. The High Overseer will want a thorough inventory of every profane item.
What's going on?
I know an agent of the outsider when I see one.
I'll perform rites over your corpse, blasphemer.
So, I thought that there would be an opportunity for me to have quickly grabbed him before he clued in too much, but nope. So you can get zapped. Man, I really gotta use these grenades, huh? Hang on, let me have a look. How do I... Let me... get rid of the spring razors. Probably do... just that. Watch me, fail with, that now, in regards to these, because I've changed them way too late. Dear brother Elgadon, I know you said to cease riding home to the Abbey so often, but something extraordinary happened. I found my life's purpose. You always said that if I subdued my errant mind and worked with diligence, that my path would become clear. And it has. Brother, I protect our sisters now. My heart trembles with the honor of serving them. They grace my humble eyes as they pace the conservatory corridors with brisk strides or bend their oracular gifts towards the profane equipment left behind by the heretics. My responsibility, the Brotherhood's responsibility, is to protect them as they decipher what transpired within these benighted walls. When Sister Rosewind nods and thanks me, my entire being floods with the most intense satisfaction. Truly, I was born for this task. I wanted you to know. He's just happy to be serving those oracular sisters. Much to be gained in here, honestly. Turn this off while they're typewriting and then see how they react. We missed that chance. Interesting, they're studying that, but we cannot interfere with it, I do not think. This guy's everywhere. Someone's near here.
Seems agitated today. I believe a recent vision presses upon her. She and a few of our sisters are on the terrace now. I must join them.
Oh. She's...
Focus on the task at hand, sister. Ours is important work. We all bear the burden of the Abbey's future.
Okay, before we get there, we still do have the matter of these ladies down here as well. I need to get this damn book. Oh. It's in the elevator. Rosewin's prophecies. She died so close to it. 19 Earth, 5 red strings pulled, tout over some unknown instrument. My sisters cannot make sense of it. Perhaps it will reveal itself again. 3 Harvest, more political unrest in Morley. Usual squabbles at no end. At Lord Carrington's next feast, they will display the head of a blood ox as a centerpiece and assassinate their rival at the dinner table. I've consulted my sisters. We will write to Vice Overseer Hanlon before the month of rain. Our sight shows us the Isles, from the trivial to the calamitous. A baker using sawdust instead of flour in Karnaca. A fishing net tangled around a dead child in Potter's Head. A whisper between lovers in Dunwall Tower. Tonight I witnessed the outsider's final moments in the void. I've imparted the danger to my sisters, but I could not divulge the true nature of my vision. It would only invite the errant mind. Some may greet the outsider's death with exultation, others would show more wisdom. I have not yet written to the High Oracle. I fear the event will come to pass before my message could reach her. No, I know what I must do to prevent this dissolution. Ooh. Now that's a fun read, considering what we're doing. Now we want to check out this room real quick as well, and then we'll check out Rosewin. See, I've already pressed the wrong button on the quick key. I'm honestly just going to keep those where they were, because I'm used to them, so I don't mind there being a little gap in the hotkeys. Oh, my silent running was not that silent after all, huh? Very interesting. I lost sound for some reason.
But nothing here.
Wasn't there 2 in here? I thought there was 2. Oh, whoa! What the fuck? There was 2! Okay. Jesus Christ! I'm like, wasn't there 2? I swear I had both of them marked, but my mark must have run out. That is so funny. Jesus. I did get her. I got both of them. Nice. That was funny. I messed up I missed her, hit the other one accidentally, and then got the other one. That's great. My effigies of the Oracular Sisters. 4th day. It's been difficult to create effigies of the Oracular Sisters. They keep to themselves, rarely venturing outside. Impossible to get the hair and nail clippings I need. But I have an idea. If the sisters are linked even beyond death, then I can use the bones of the dead, dug from an abbey graveyard, to attune the oraculum to the minds of the living sisters. Okay, so we read that when we were here before. They've kept that here, of course, to the device. Damn. There's more here just still in play than I thought. I thought they would have gotten these out, like, first and foremost.
Sister Kue, audiograph entry for the 15th day of the month of rain. Our investigations have led us to these unseemly devices. I have been attending to the dead, and some evenings I've heard voices coming from them. They speak in the manner of our trances. My sisters do not believe me, and some have gone so far as to accuse me of a lying tongue. I know this is black magic, some remnant of the witch's heresy, but I speak the truth. I brought this machine to record their utterances. They should speak any moment. Why am I the only one to hear our dead speak? What temptations of black magic are these? It whispers through their teeth. A voice without a throat. I swear to you that I've heard it.
Oof. And we don't hear a recorded confirmation.
Dry flesh, dry tongues, low noise of bones and teeth, scent of death waiting, noises. The live ones listened and changed the sounds. Now they close their mouths and eyes.
Party of sisters have gone to investigate the oraculum at the Royal Conservatory. It is rumoured that mutterings and echoes of divinatory thoughts can still be heard coming from it. How do you reckon we hear that? And we could do it with foresight if we're like... You can hear it when we're shooting in with foresight, guys. Maybe if we just stand in the middle here. What if what we're actually hearing when we listen to the rats are the voices of the oracular sisters? Again, it seems like there might be something you could potentially do to trigger it, considering the mission clue. I'm not sure though. I think what we should do now is that we're basically go upstairs and let's have a chat. Let's finish this, shall we? So we've cleared out this space, and then there's a few sisters on the bottom. Still a bone charm there. So actually, hold on. This is the one that's locked in that door, though, isn't it? We don't have the key to it. Or have I picked up the key? Have I picked up the key off a body yet? No, because it is a morgue key needed. Oh, it's breakable. There's no one here. I just break the door. I'm gonna have to use something stronger than that, aren't I? Well, what else are we gonna use our grenades for, guys? Breakable door, eh? Stand back! Stand back, boys, it's gonna get crazy. We're in. Who needs a morgue key?
Through fire is to keep us away, but burning herself. All alight. Tough flesh. Tough burning flesh.
The third eye, bone charm. Let's take a look. Gain an extra target marker when using Displace and Foresight, which is not bad at all. I'll take that off. We don't hurl objects that much. Okay, bone charm. Now we go upstairs. Sound didn't get anyone's attention. Ooh, Cordoza's there. Gotcha. Okay. I thought that. Oh. I didn't think she was looking right at me.
Did you think you could walk amongst us? No.
Silly me. Literally just peek out, and I'm like, okay, I've been seen. I thought she was facing the other way.
They scream into indifference, whisper questions. All their hate, their loneliness, their terror. They break its locks, one wave after another.
Letter to the Royal Curator, Brianna Ashworth. My name is Eleuterio Cienfuegos. Know that we have mutual friends, and that is all that needs to be said on that subject. I believe we share particular interests. I would ask that you make arrangements for us to meet privately, under some artistic or curatorial pretense. Then we may discuss in full the question that occupies both our minds, the nature of the void and the means to safely walk its ruined landscape in the flesh. Yes, I believe I found a way to reach that fabled place. I have enclosed several silvergraph prints. I submit them to your expertise. In the interests of our safety, I would ask you to keep these with the utmost discretion. Burn it all rather than risk discovery. By sending this short letter, I've already made dangerous enemies. Address your response to me directly. Very dangerous enemies. Should we do it now?
Brothers and sisters, if the outsider visits you, remember 3 things. Ignore his words, don't look him in the eye, and never, ever accept his gifts.
Interesting. I was wondering if that would bring people to the location. 11th month of rain. Initial investigation conducted by Sister Lena Rosewin of the Serkonan Oracular Chapel, Karnaca. My sisters and I have discovered an archive of letters, silvergraph prints, and several silvergraph plates hidden in a secret compartment in the curator's office. In advance of a more thorough investigation, the archive appears to describe 2 places in Serkonos where occult influence has thrived and corruption has taken hold. A map on a silvergraph plate seems to indicate a mining complex on Shinderi Peak, which is unknown to the Serkonan Cartographic Society to investigate. Several reports point to the estate owned by Aramis Stilton. Preparatory quarantine required. The conservatory is an obvious 3rd location. Purge in progress. The association between these 3 places, if any, is unknown to us as of yet. I will keep the map for further study and meditate on these questions at our next trance. Perhaps some connection will appear to me then. Well then. Okay, up we go now. Looks like she's just standing there.
Brother Cardoza,
Menacingly.
Sister Rosewin requests your presence on the terrace. It's about the Heretic Archive. She wants you to take it.
Yes, very good. Tell Sister Rosewin I'll be right there. I need to finish one little test first. Before this creature's flesh degrades further. Curvature is eroded in the frontal lobe. Unusual separation.
Well, she's down.
Says, the errant mind becomes fractious and divided. Fascinating.
Now,
the sacred music seems to have...
The deal with this contract might be interesting because it says to kill every last blind sister and overseer except for Brother Cardoza. Leave him in one of his musical chairs and I'll deal with him myself. Now, something that I'm a bit curious. Everyone's unconscious, but what if we put him in the chair and see if it completes? So we'll grab him and take him downstairs.
Corroded the arterial network leading to the seat of cognition. The dense tissue here, the anemic blood.
What are they looking for?
Yes.
Bet they'd love to cut me open too.
Decidedly abnormal. Where does the seat of heresy lie? Which wayward organ compels these wretched creatures to seek the void? To heed the outsider's dark whispers? Perhaps if I excise the witch's eyes next time before playing the music. Yes, corrupted vision, the shadowed senses. I must cut them out. They scream in agony at the sacred music. It pains them. All beauty is ugliness in their fevered minds. They burn with heresy from within.
Alright, enough yapping. We'll take this guy downstairs now. So if everyone is unconscious, hopefully, they'll take pity on us in regards to this contract, and they'll let us get down to the basement with this guy. To the basement. So we'll put this guy in the musical chair at the very least. The other guys will have to make room, and then they said they'll deal with him. They'll deal with him themselves. So back through here. Okay, musical chairs. Here we are. Alright, you there, sir. Get out. I gotta put this guy in. He sucks. Get in the chair. Have fun, pal. Okay, so he's in the chair. He is in the chair, but we're not gonna have a... It is a killing thing, isn't it? You gotta kill them all. I'm gonna put him in the chair, because while we don't have the contract complete, there's the satisfaction of him getting a taste of his own medicine there that we can like. Now, let's get up to Lena Roswin. Grab this bone charm. Roving Vice Overseer mission notes. Sister Roswin directs us to destroy the witch's books and papers. Her wisdom is beyond question, and yet I have glimpsed such wonders in their pages. What harm lies in looking through the tomes before the fire consumes them? Should we not know the enemy we fight? Should we not study their corrupt thoughts to better understand them? Doubt plagues me and leads my mind down an errant path. It is heresy, I know this, yet still I burn with curiosity. If only I could preserve a few small volumes from the flames. There you go. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. Void discharge. Ish. Targets killed with Void Strike explode, and it consumes all Void energy. Message from Lena Roswin. Cardoza, the Heretic Archive we have discovered here is more dangerous than we could have known. A recent vision has revealed its importance to the future of the faithful. If we do not act soon, I believe it could undo everything the Abbey has accomplished in the Isles. There are only two courses of action before us: burn the archive with the other blasphemous documents we have uncovered, or have it delivered to Whitecliff for further study and deliberation. I will meditate upon my vision today and decide which is in the Abbey's best interest. I will send one of my sisters to retrieve you when I have reached my decision. When that happens, come immediately to me and do exactly as I tell you without a moment's delay. It is too dangerous for the information this archive contains to linger in this place any longer than necessary. Okay, now, what's this?
The subject of today's examination is a well-developed, well-nourished woman appearing the offered age of 29 years. Cause of death is undetermined, but Brother Wells saw her collapse during musical therapy, convulsing and screaming. Which heretical organ inside her wasted, pale flesh rejected the ancient music? Initial examination showed no rigor, and lividity was at a minimum and unfixed. The unembalmed body is well preserved and cool to the touch. Pressure on the chest reveals pliant skin. No contusions, no marks. Only smooth. Flawless. Why must it take death to purify the darkness from your flesh? How can I remove the stain of heresy from your body and preserve this wondrous symmetry of form? How to cut out the outsider's foul influence from inside you, leaving only grace and perfected beauty behind? Oh yes, my dear. You are lovely like this. Lovely.
Oh, I'm very happy that he's in the chair. It is very good that you are in the chair, my man. Ooh, okay, hang on. Oh. So they're all blind, guys, right? That's right. They're all blind, so it'll be fine. Hey. You see how funny that is, right?
You have me.
You see that they're wearing blindfolds. They're wearing blindfolds, I tell you. Oh my god, what are you doing to each other? Oh my god, they're doing it to... They are... What are you guys doing? Good night. Oh my god.
Look at this with a silvergraph projector. If the oracular order really can see the future, then this silvergraph plate will tell me what I need to know.
Dude, they killed... They did that to themselves. They're silly little blindfolds, and they're like, huh, I can see you. And then they throw a bunch of grenades and warp themselves into oblivion. It's crazy. I mean, they probably threw the grenades thinking they were throwing it at me, but they were throwing it at themselves because they can't bloody see, apparently. That was funny. I was like, I didn't even have to do anything there. I wanted to test how much they could actually see or not. And there you go. They're faking their blindness. Sister Rosen, we have yet to locate your personal diary of prophecies and meditations. The thief, as you know, fled along the catwalk that borders the atrium and to the elevator shaft. Fortunately, she fell to her death. We searched her, but your diary was not found among her effects. She may have concealed it somewhere before she came to her end. The body of Sister Xian, who died in an attempt to subdue the thief, has been properly attended to. Her remains are on the way to our chapel presently. May her spirit fade and merge with the cosmos. I'm certain that no one has found your diary and neglected to inform us, but I know that if I catch an overseer reading your private notes, I'm within my rights to kill him for his flagrant debasement to the wondering gaze. Yours in faith, Sister Ramos. So you found the body, and didn't just like look down into the elevator and went, oh, there it is. I'm telling you, blindfolds. They have selective sight. They can see me, they can't see each other, and they can't see books. That is a terrible curse of sight, I'll tell you. Okay. So we just need to access a silvergraph projector now, one of many that we have encountered over the course of this mission. So we could get up here from here as well. Oh, shit! You can get into the... that would be why the witches are all dead. They got in through the top skylight. Wow. Well, yeah. Didn't take much for them to... Maybe they should have sealed that skylight, but it was wide open for them.
What do we have here?
Projector. Put that bad boy in. Pop.
There shouldn't be anything on this part of the mountain. Shindere North Quarry. That's where the eyeless are getting into the void. I should keep the silvergraph plate with me.
Nice. And now we out of here. To the outpost.
It's all diary scribbles and rhymes. Nothing useful.
There you go. Got myself my blood amber for the end of things.
I will not give in.
Oh. Hello. Oh.
Someone there.
Whoa! Oh my god. You punks. Alright, good night everybody. There was still a part of this level in this room, believe it or not. They're just chilling. So close to my outpost too. Fire starter! Radius of the incendiary bolts increased. Bloody hell. Lonnie, no! A ring for Courtney. Dear Lonnie, I've been thinking about the last time we talked. You said you're torn up inside that you can't offer Courtney a decent proposal with no ring. Well, my boss had to leave a stash of jewelry behind in her apartment when they put Syria Gardens under quarantine. If I recall right, there's a ring in there you might be able to use for a proposal. It will do until you find a nice one anyway. Consider it my wedding gift to you two. Fondly, Ma Rosia. Oh. Well, no point finding that ring then. Boy got crushed by a, shelf.
Hey, over here.
Oh, Jesus. Am I just... Okay. We'll just do this side quest at the very end.
What do you want?
It's my Lonnie. He went into that building with the red poster over there. Said he wanted to check for something real quick like. Well, that was hours ago, and he's not back.
I'm sorry. He didn't make it. But I found this letter with him. Thought you might want it.
Oh, no. Lonnie. Thank you. Here. Take this for your trouble.
No.
Thanks, but I'm good. You keep that.
I'm at the end of my mission. I didn't do anything. Give me whatever that is, though. No, it's fine. When you complete just like a random side quest at the end, trying to find your way back inside your outpost. Let me...
I'm gonna trade in some wages for
Oh no, she's gonna get into drinking and gambling in her grief. That's a terrible idea, Courtney. Don't do it. No, don't do it. We're out of here. Go to the North Quarry. Mission complete. Now, there was, merciful, didn't kill anyone? No. Apparently we had some deaths. I didn't see anyone. And I was blindfolded at the time. So there you go. We missed a bone charm. No paintings, which was kind of interesting because there was a lot of art in there. I was expecting to see some. But there you go. Can't complete Alvaro and the Abbey when we didn't kill a lot of people. But we got another 2 complete. Released the witch being held prisoner, stole Sister Rosamund's notebook, and seized the relic from the well-protected safe. So that is the Stolen Archive complete. We're heading to the Shinderi Mine. That is the answer for how to get to the void. A hole in the world. The silvergraph plate you recovered from the Royal Conservatory points to a secret location far away in the mountains near Shinderi Peak. Once you're there, find an entrance to the void and eliminate the outsider. That could be the end then. Okay. I mean, that seems pretty big, unless we fail.
There's a darkness at the center of all things. It'll change you if you think about it too much, but it's always there. It waits for you. When I was in hiding, I tried to forget everything that I was. Now I aim to keep my promise to a dead man, someone who meant the world to me. Sometimes I still hear Dowd's voice echoing through the metal of this miserable knife. This is the strangest, most important thing I've been through, and that's saying a lot. There's a mining complex on Shinderi Peak, somehow so obscure that most people don't believe it exists. That mad cult lives there, protecting the one place that can bring me face to face with the outsider himself. Years ago, I heard Dowd talking about the void, a fear that grips your throat, bends your spine, but I can't turn away now. What will we have left if the outsider's gone? His name might be lost to the void, but tonight, I'll find out if he can still bleed.
All right then, that's fine words. When you are like mostly non-lethal throughout the whole game.
Place, Shinderi North Quarry. It shouldn't exist, but from what I can see, this place is real. At least for now.
Here, the void is closest to the surface of reality. breaking through and spilling out all the fear and power the Abbey of the Everyman tries to hide. You have uncovered more than most. What you do now will change the world.
You again. You know, I used to wonder if you'd speak to me. I almost wanted it. Every street kid, every desperate wretch pushed to the edge. They all wanted you to speak to them. Why didn't you? Why me, now? You know I'm here to end this. You and this disgusting cult.
People have come to this place for centuries wanting many things. To elude death, to seek forbidden knowledge. They are never satisfied no matter how much they take. Not even the dead find peace here. You will find another relic of the cult's heart. A piece of whatever god came before my time. You will find the people who murdered me. When I knew them, they had names and ambitions. Now, they wander this place, their minds snared up with terrible secrets, keeping hidden the unspeakable ritual that made me what I am. Deep in the void, they put a knife to my throat and tore my name away. You have found the knife. Maybe you can find my name in the black viscera of this place. If you care to look.
Why are you telling me this? What do you want?
We both know how a mob can justify a murder to themselves. Who I was or what I wanted never mattered to the cultists here. I will not speak to you again. The next time we meet, you will be face to face with what was done to me all those years ago. Your mind echoes with everything that Dowd wants you to do. But I am here to say that you have a choice, Billy Lurk.
I like that. But there's a part of me that's like, surely the outsider is tired of it by now, you know? Like, surely the outsider wants to, he's like, man, you know what? Peace and quiet, finally, after so long. So there is killing him or finding another way. And of course, we will explore both of these options. We will see what happens when we pursue both pathways. We'll definitely take a look for his true name if it can be found, along with whatever else we can discover here. But this seems to be building up to our climax, which is great. Very excited to see what happens next. However, our mission has been completed, and so it is time to bring this episode of Death of the Outsider to a close. Thanks so much for joining me today. I really enjoyed a more focused mission on the inside of the Royal Conservatory. Now we get to see how we finish this game in a lethal and non-lethal sense. Do we fulfill Dowd's dying wish, or do we find another way? We'll find out, but very curious to see how this game comes to a close next time, and I will see you then.